Alrighty guys, I'm the Devil and welcome back to Endless Survival. Guys, welcome to another Let's Talk episode. If you've missed a couple of these, we've done a couple of these in the past. This is where I've got something on my mind and in general I just want to have a little chit chat with you guys, and I'm currently in the process of trying to get enough iron for a beacon. So we're just going to go do a little bit of cave-in, and what I want to talk about is Minecon. So Minecon was this past weekend. If you guys missed it, there is a live stream on the official Minecraft page. If I remember, I'll put a link down below to that, so you guys can also watch it if you missed it. It's on a repeat, so that's good. Now, they revealed the next upcoming update to Minecraft, which we're all assuming is 1.14. And I was sort of half listening to it and half not listening to it, so I didn't actually hear them say it was 1.14. But I think it's safe to assume that I just simply missed that. Now, there's a lot of features coming with the new update, and I gotta say that I'm both really excited about this, and I'm also a little bit sad about it, because they're going to be removing something from the game that I quite like. They are going to be revamping the combat system a little bit. We need to find a cave to go in. So they're going to be revamping the combat system a little bit, not too much, but they are going to make the offhand, where we've got the torch right now, be less useful. It's no longer going to be able to place items, so sort of like if I put a oak wood in here, I can actually, let's not do a torch. I can actually just place from my offhand. They're going to be removing that from the game, which I don't like that idea. I don't like the fact that they're removing that. And I'm going to talk about the features I'm not too happy about first. Now they did say the tweet that I did see did say that they were doing it with blocks, that you would no longer be able to place blocks or eat food from your offhand. They didn't actually state whether or not you would be able to still do torches. They said that compasses, maps and clocks, they'll still work. So I'm wondering if indeed torches will still work, because it's a very convenient thing just to have that offhand for the torches, and that's the thing that I most use my offhand for. Either that or just holding the tool when I'm repairing it. I am terrible at finding caves. Is that a cave over there? No. So, I can't find a cave anywhere. So, that's one of the things that I'm not looking forward to. Another thing that I am, it's a bittersweet part, is the water physics, because if you've been following the series since the beginning, we do have an AFK fish farm, we do have a mob farm, and they both require water streams. And I use slabs and signs and ladders to prevent, that's a cave, to prevent water streams going places I don't want them to go. And they're going to be removing that. You know, that was such an amazing cave. They're going to be removing that. They're going to be changing the way the water works, and I think this is a really good thing. So, like, for example, you don't actually have anything on this. I thought I did that with a torch. So, I think that for the most part they're going to flow through most transparent blocks, as in fences, fence panels, iron fences, signs, ladders, stuff like that. They can actually flow around them, and slabs as well. They're going to be changing the way the water physics work. And I think this opens up a ton of new opportunities. So I'm a little bittersweet about it. I'm kind of really excited, but at the same time I know that it's going to break our AFK fish farm, it's going to break our mob farm, and we're just going to have to come up with a new design or whatever it may be. So I do want to grab a little bit of coal. So that's one thing that's going to change, the water physics, and I think that that's a good thing. They're going to be doing these water streams where items can go vertically in water. So like now, if we take water for example, we throw an item into water, it just follows a water stream and it sinks to the bottom. Now they're going to have it so it floats to the top from now on. You know, it's going to float to the top of the water stream. These caves aren't very big, are they? And I think that that's going to be really cool. Now they're going to have these, if you take magma blocks and you put a magma block underground, it's going to create a vertical jet stream that's going to suck items, players and all of the things down. And I think these are going to be really cool. I think it's going to really add some new features to map making, and as I've talked about, I do want to do some adventure maps on this channel, so that's one thing that's obviously a change that I'm looking forward to, and I think it's going to be really good. Now, in addition to that, they are going to be adding a bunch of new things come with the new water physics, and that's going to be, oh, this looks like a good cave. And that's just going to be a ton of fun. You know, we're going to get shipwrecks, new structures, which is always a good thing, and especially because we don't really have a reason to go to oceans. You know, I mean, I'll go to an ocean when I needed some prismarine. You know, I don't go for any other reason. There's just, in general, there's no reason to go. But now there's going to be these shipwrecks, and they're going to contain treasure, and, you know, it didn't actually say what treasure's going to be in them, or at least if it did, I missed that bit. But it's always fun to go and explore and get some treasure, and I think it'll really give us something to do to sort of revitalize this series. 'Cause, you know, it's going to be a couple of months away yet. They did say the release date is going to be spring 2018, so that's a little bit away, and depending on what part of spring and how you look at the seasons, that could be as much as a half a year away. You know, I mean, we are in the early days of winter, the tail end of autumn, just sort of depending on how you want to look at it. And this is going to be spring. Is it going to be early spring? Is it going to be late spring? Is it going to be spring snapshots? And we will see the actual update a little bit later on, maybe in the summer. That's always a possibility. And I did see a creeper down here. He's down there. He's just chilling. You know, that's always a possibility. Now we see the snapshots in spring, and the update doesn't actually come till summer. You know, and if you actually caught the live stream, you'll hear them talking about the coding is very difficult in Minecraft, and they do a lot of research just to change a little bit of things. And someone asked them if they could include all of the new mobs, and he said no, because the coding is just too much of a for hard work. So you got to remember, there's going to be a lot of coding going into this new update. That, you know, especially when you change the physics. I've looked into building my own games in the past, and you know, physics engines, they're always very difficult and awkward to use, especially because you've got to get it right so that it works in a lot of different ways. And one small change could be a big change. You know, creepers, they were introduced in the game because I think it was it Jeb, Notch, one of the guys at Mojang, one of the guys behind Minecraft, I should say, went ahead and accidentally inputted the wrong size coordinates, and instead of getting the pig size, they got the creeper size, and they kind of liked it, so they kept it in as a creeper, and that's how the creeper was born. And again, that was just, you know, they changed one simple thing in coding, and all of a sudden you got a different mob. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to add all these things, so I wouldn't be surprised if snapshots are in development for a couple of months before we see the actual update. But they're going to be adding a new weapon, or at least a new tool. This is a very, very water physics thing there. So they're going to be adding the trident, and this trident's like a spear. It's like a spear. You throw it, it's like a lance, if you want to call it a lance. You know, you throw it and it attacks the enemy. Obviously, you throw it and you lose it. Now, they didn't say exactly how you're going to go about throwing it, whether it's going to be right click or left click or whatever. So I'm just going to assume that it's going to be right click. It's not actually going to be the Q button that you use to throw it. But there is going to be an enchant on it called Loyalty. That's not my pickaxe. And this Loyalty enchant will basically allow the item to return to the wielder. Now, they didn't say this was 100% guaranteed, but they also didn't say that it's a percentage chance, you know. It's not like looting is, sort of like unbreaking is and stuff like that. So I'm not 100% sure on exactly the way that's going to go, and whether or not they're going to sort of like allow it to come back to us every time, because if that is the case, I think it's going to be a little bit overpowered. But then again, we do have the bow, and the bow is essentially a ranged weapon that deals mass amounts of damage anyway, and a lot easier to obtain in vanilla Minecraft than what this trident will be. We don't know what the crafting recipe is going to be for this trident yet. I didn't see them reveal that. They may have revealed it, but they may not have. But, oh, iron. But you guys got to remember, I had a very, very busy week. I didn't get much time to catch up with my wife. I'm sort of got one here on this stream, and then one here on my wife talking about her college work. So I'm running on half facts here. But I have got most of it down. Now, one interesting thing is if you actually look in the pictures that they showed, you can see full block blocks, which could mean that we're getting that to the game, but at the same time, someone did mention that this is from an adventure, from a realms map, and those blocks are possible in vanilla Minecraft with the use of commands. Is this cave explored? Which means that maybe not, they'll be coming to the game now. Notch has said, I think it's Notch said, or is it Jeb? It's someone over at Mojang anyway, has said in the past that they do want to add these blocks to the game if they could find a good crafting recipe. And honestly, I think they could do it super easy with a super simple, super easy crafting recipe. If you just took like dark oak logs and just did that, and then get four back. You know, you do it with stone, do it with andesite to get something, do it with these, and then you get the full bark blocks. I think that's one way that they could go about it, but then again, it's their game, you know, they gotta decide it. I'm hoping that this might actually open up into another cave if we just dig down a little bit. But I think that that's a good thing. Now, also they shown pictures that look like stone stairs. But again, this was a very pixelated picture. It could have been stone brick stairs. But why would you have stone brick stairs underwater? It would make sense for the World Gen to have stone brick stairs in it. But I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But after the live stream, they did do a Q&A. And they did answer some questions. We're going to be getting more slabs in the game, more trapdoors, and more pressure plates and buttons. Now, right, this actually got me asking a couple of more questions myself, because we're going to get jungle wood trapdoors, acacia trapdoors, etc, etc, etc. Insert your wood here and get a trapdoor button pressure plate from it, which I think is going to be really, really cool. But I can make a stone brick, I can make a stone button, I can make a stone pressure plate. Does that mean that we are going to get pressure plates and stones in the other forms of stone? Granite, in, what's the other one? Diorite and andesite. Honestly, I don't think andesite's going to make much of a difference, because there's such a small block that your stone buttons and your andesite buttons, I think, will look a lot alike. You know, does this mean that we are finally going to get a stone slab? Because right now, if you try and craft a stone slab, you get sort of a whitish block that looks more like a, I don't know, I'd say a slab of this, of diorite, more than it does of stone. It's a very beautiful block, and I very much love building with it. But at the same time, it's not a stone slab like this. Let me explain what I'm actually on with here. Let's just grab a crafting table and stick it down, and I've got some stone here. See, this is a stone slab, and obviously that doesn't look anything like stone. It's more closer to this, even though it's not exactly like that. You know, they could rebrand this as the andesite slab, I suppose, or the diorite slab, I don't know. But are we going to get finally a stone slab? That's a good question, and I think something that a lot of builders want. So I'm more excited for this, for the additional blocks that we're going to get. Now, they are talking about a new resource pack for the game, a new texture pack for the game. And this is going to be its own standalone update. It's not going to be part of 1.13 or 1.14. It's going to be part of its own update that's going to be released on its own accord, which I think is going to be really, really kind of cool. And they plan to release it as a resource pack to see community feedback on it, which tells me that, okay, we're making this huge change to the game, but before we do that, we want to make sure that it's okay with you guys, to make sure that you guys are going to like it first. And when that resource pack comes available, we are going to do a tour of this world, and we're going to look around this world in that texture pack to see what we think of it. But are they going to continue developing textures for the old way of Minecraft? Me, personally, I don't think they will. I think if there's a backlash over the community and the community don't like it, I think they'll stick to the original textures. But I think as long as they don't stray too far from the original textures, like it still feels like Minecraft, I don't think there'll be much of a problem. Besides, there'll always be somebody out there that's making a texture pack for it. Now, when you look at Minecraft and you look at modded Minecraft, it doesn't take too long for a mod developer to come up with a mod, playtest it, and use it. So don't be surprised if we see more stuff than what Mojang actually revealed come this update. Now, obviously, the next major update to Minecraft is 1.13, and that's in its snapshots. We are not playing in it because it's a very technical update, and that means it's going to change a lot of stuff that's technically wrong with the game. And that'll be really kind of cool. But at the same time, until it's officially released, I'm not going to update. Because I don't want to risk the world getting corrupted or something happening in those snapshots that means that I would have to take the world back to an older save and potentially lose it. Especially when we're going to be doing 3 to 4 episodes now a week. So that's kind of something that I want to make sure that, hey, you know, my world's safe before I start to dilly-dally in snapshots. Oh, need some more torches. This is why I grabbed some coal when we first came down here. Now, spring is quite a long way away, so that does sort of, there's like some light over there. That does beg the question of what's going to be going on in the meantime, because it's quite a long time for an update. Are we going to see something along the way? Are we going to see snapshots a lot sooner than what we're expecting? Are we going to just be waiting? I mean, we waited for a long time between, I think it was 1.8 and 1.9, or was it 1.7 and 1.9? Now, with this changing the game like it does, and 1.13 changing a lot of technical stuff about the game, where does that leave modern Minecraft? Is modern Minecraft going to remain a bit backwards? You know, is modern Minecraft going to remain on? Oh, your first potion would be a thingy, wouldn't it? Is modern Minecraft going to stay on 1.12 like it stayed on 1.10, 1.7.10 for some time? You know, because obviously they're changing a lot of things about it, and that's something that you gotta consider. But you know what? I'm looking forward to this new update. I think that it's going to open up a lot of new possibilities. Lapis is high, hope. Maybe I'm lower than I think I am. Let's grab it. Grab it. Ain't gonna say no to it. Grab some iron. So that's one thing that I'm kind of really excited about with this new update, is the fact that it's going to change Minecraft as we know it. It's going to make Minecraft more fun, I think, more difficult. And I think that overall it's going to break a couple of things. But I think just as many things as it's going to break is it's going to open opportunities. Like, they're going to break the fish farm, which, honestly, if you ever play Minecraft and you're like, hey, I'm going to build this AFK fish farm that's going to last me and be future-proof, you're really silly. Nah, not going to work. I've been playing Minecraft since 1.7.10, I think, was when I first came into Minecraft. It was the update that added carpets, stained glass, and that kind of stuff, so I can't remember what update it was. But ever since then, I have gone with an AFK fish farm. It's just been one of the routes that I've liked to take in Minecraft. It's one of the tech routes that I take. And, obviously, every time I build one, they break it. They break it with an update. Mojang do not like AFKable fish farms. They really, really don't. They keep breaking them. So, when you build one, you just got to remember that, hey, you know, this may be alright for an update, maybe two, but sooner or later, something Mojang do is going to break it. And, you know, hello, zombie. And I was prepared for that. So they're going to break a lot of things, but I think, like I said, as much as they break, they are going to also add new opportunities. I mean, we're going to get, essentially, a redstone-less item elevator. What is it with these mobs? It's like everywhere I turn, there's a mob. So I can't go anywhere without a mob. Now, my point proven. My point is proven. Is that like the zombie spawner around here, potentially? They seem to be coming from this way. Something this way. So, let's talk about the new mob. The mob that got added to the game was the mob that I voted for. I like the idea of something coming down from the night sky to attack you when you're not sleeping. So, let's talk about this mob. The way that it's going to work, or at least the planned way for it to work, and what I got from the live stream is that if you go several days without sleeping, you will start to become an insomniac, which is no fun. Trust me, I am like that in real life. I think every gamer is like that, and we blame gaming, but it's way too fun to give up. So, that's obviously one thing. That's what's going to happen. It's gonna come down during the night time when you've not slept for a couple of days. Now, whether this is going to be a mob that... The way that I got it was it's going to work like that. Whether it's going to work a little bit differently and it's going to come down regardless, it does seem that the higher elevation you are at, so extreme hills and stuff like that, more of a chance that it's going to swoop down and then get and attack you. I think that it's going to be a really cool mob. And all of these mobs, I thought, were really good apart from the one that devours enchanted gear. I wasn't a fan of that one. Let's just get rid of a mushroom. And let's just throw down our ender chest. So I wasn't a fan of the mob that threw down and took your enchanted gear. I thought, man, this is a bit of a... Didn't feel vanilla-ish. Didn't feel like a vanilla mob to me. Felt more like a modded mob. And honestly, if you were really excited for a mob and it didn't get added to the game, I wouldn't be too sad. I wouldn't be too sad. And the reason I say that is because, one, I think if the community wants it, I think Mojang will add the other mobs in future updates. I think it's obviously planned for future updates, maybe. And secondly, the Minecraft modded community is large, and we will inevitably see these mobs in modded. I am 99% certain that there will be a mod out there that adds these mobs to the game. So if you really do want your mob in the game, just give it a couple of weeks and we'll probably see these mobs added through mods in the game. I think that that's something that will definitely happen. But I don't think that mods will go past 1.12 for some time, just because of how 1.13 has changed the game technically. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, I'm not an insider. I don't make mods, so I have no idea how difficult it is to make one. But I think we're going to get to the next glory era of Minecraft, and it's going to be 1.12, just like 1.7.10 was a glory stage for mods. You know, I got into modded Minecraft at 1.7.10. But yeah, I think overall 1.14, the Aquamarine update, is going to be really revolutionary for it. More to do in the oceans, more blocks that we've been waiting for. I'm not going up there. All in all, I think it's going to add stuff that's going to make the game just that little bit more fun to play. I think that it's going to really, really, really change the way we play Minecraft. And I do think that they are going to lose some Minecraft players over it, because I think that some are not going to be happy with the changes. But every time they release an update, they risk that. That's going to be the case, you know. When they released 1.9, I really wasn't a fan of the combat system, and I stayed out of vanilla for quite some time. Ooh. Hello. And I don't want to say they lost me, because I really enjoyed the game, but I stuck more to modded Minecraft then. Just because I wasn't a fan of the combat system. And now they're changing it again. I am going to say that I'm a little bit worried about the way that they're changing this, but it doesn't seem like a big change. It doesn't seem like a massive change. It seems like it's just going to be sort of tightening the screws on an otherwise good system, you know. Just putting it into the right places, really seeing their vision come to life. And at the end of the day, it's their game, it's their vision, what they want. If we don't like it, we don't have to play it. You know, it's not a lot of money. You don't lose out on a lot of money playing Minecraft. You don't want to play it anymore. You know, my wife's got an account. She hardly ever logs on. You know, I'm going to be using it for a camera account on here to do some time lapses. I want to have a little mess around with. Hello, skeleton. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I've said what I need to say about the new update. I've given my opinion on it. If you don't agree with my opinion, then leave your opinion down below, and you know, tell me what you like, what you don't like about it. We can have some fun discussing what we think is going to be good, what we think is going to be bad. And all in all, just remember that this is my opinion. This is how I feel about the update. I think that I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to the update. I think that it's going to be really fun. I'm really, really intrigued to see how it's going to break farms and how Redstone YouTubers come up with new farms, new designs. and how it's really going to change because we always build the same farms. You know, I build the same fish farm, I build the same sugarcane farm, I build the same mob farm. But now I can't allow mobs to use a mob elevator using water and signs because it's just going to flow past the signs. You know, it's going to flow past these blocks. This is how I always get out of a cave. This is my way to get up and out of a cave. So, oh, chair. So yeah, overall, I want to say that I am very excited. I'd give this a 9 out of 10 on the excitement meter. Just, if someone from Mojang just watches this video for some bizarre reason, please, still let me place torches with my offhand. I don't care about eating with my offhand. I don't care about placing blocks with my offhand. I do care about placing torches. It makes caving so much more easier, so much more quicker, and every time I dig up into water. But it doesn't seem like we're too far from home. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like, click subscribe if you want to see more. I'm the Devil. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to discuss your thoughts on this new Minecraft update with me down in the comment section. I really would like to hear from you. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the Devil, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.